From RTV6, this is Friday Football Frenzy.
Here we go, Sky Camp 6, the busy night. High over Hamilton County, Noblesville hosting Carmel tonight. Greyhounds get a couple of touchdowns in the first quarter. Dylan Downing runs this one in for the Greyhounds, part of a 34-7 win tonight. More from Sky Camp 6 and our Week 2 Flylights coming up here in just a bit. Good evening. Welcome to Week 2 of Friday Football Frenzy. I'm Dave First. And I know it's early in the season, but some great matchups tonight. The pre-conference schedule doing us some favors here in Week 2, and what better way to start than with Dave's home video. Oh, the Danville mob doing their job in this, the home opener at Warrior Stadium. Remember, this is a team that went 13-1 last year, hoping to improve on that this year. They've got Mooresville. They've knocked off the Pioneers in each of the last 2 seasons. Yep, great to see the legendary Mike Gillen on the Mooresville sideline. Now in his 40th year as the head coach, 309 career wins, looking for 310. In this one, they score first. James Mabry Jr. loses the ball but still falls on it. Pioneers up 7-0. How about the Mooresville defense? Ben Slayton here with the keeper. Mooresville's Dominic Oldham right there to bring him down for the loss. Danville still completed the drive. Slayton goes up top here, finds a sophomore, Dane Stevens, with that fantastic grab. But it's Mooresville with the road win, 28-26. They're 2-0 to start the season. Danville falls to 0-2. Meanwhile at Avon, a game so big it might take an army to beat Ben Davis, and thankfully they've got the Oriole Army ready to go. Yes, they've lost 4 in a row to the Giants. Yes, they've lost 9 of the last 10. This is a game so big. You need a credential to go see, and they are paused. Loud noises. This wasn't according to plan, though. Avon Sampson James, the right knee injury, sat out the second quarter, and the Ohio State recruit didn't play much after that. So Avon relying on other things. Henry Hessen, little Andrew Luck action, steps up on the run. Cohen Morrell with the one-handed grab. What a play. 19-yard touchdown, Avon up 28-14. Isaac Torres lines up from 30 yards out, right down the middle. Ben Davis down 11 at the half, but the Giants couldn't crank it up in the second half. Bad snap, midfield. Everyone's falling on it, dig it out. Jaden Williams from Avon comes up with it. How about some more Avon defense? Trent Gibson backed up, tries to gain a yard or 2. Brevin Good with the pop. They're not booing, they're chanting Good. Avon snaps that 4-game losing streak to Ben Davis. 41-36, the final, beating's first loss since semi-state back in 2016. Well, we'll stay on the west side. Remember I mentioned these great matchups? None better than Cathedral and Brownsburg. Plus, further north, Zionsville and Lebanon. Dave Marin with his Friday Football Frenzy doubleheader.
Brownsburg Bulldogs looking to take care of the Irish tonight. Bulldogs D comes up big. 4th and 7. And Lawson Aiken the sack. The Bulldogs would take over. Their drive would stall, and they'd have to settle for 3. Clay Chase from 46 yards out, and it's 3-0 Bulldogs. On Cathedral's next possession, they'd fumble the snap, and it's Lawson Aiken again. He falls on it, and the Bulldogs are back in business again. Ben Easter over the middle. He finds Reese Thomas. Brownsburg gets the win tonight as they beat Cathedral 37-26. Over to Zionsville, the Eagles and the Lebanon Tigers both looking for their first win of the season. All Eagles early, putting up 28 unanswered points up in the first half. More of the same in the second. First play, Anthony Scott strips the ball. Garrett Williams is there to recover it. Eagles ball. Next play, right to Dom Picciarella for the touchdown. More from Vicharilla here. The great catch. That sets up Cole Wiseman to Jordan Hall for the touchdown. Zionsville gets the win tonight, 56-6. Dave.
How about the Eagles? A week after having their 30-game win streak snapped by Carmel, Louisville Trinity. Another Indiana matchup hosting 6A #1 Warren Central. The national telecast over on ESPNU tonight. Warriors are down 3 touchdowns midway through the third, but just over a minute to go. Jaden George to David Bell. Extra point turns out to be the game winner. Wow. Warren Central wins it 42-41. as the Warriors improved to 2-0. What a game on national television tonight. Center Grove and New Palestine have been two of the state's most successful teams and really kind of proved that a little bit more here in this game. A bit of a David versus Goliath. Brad Brown has that and so much more on a busy night. What a great matchup, Brad.
Dave, this certainly was. Good evening, CG and New Pal, two of only 14 schools in the entire state that have 90 victories over the last decade. State titles for each in that span as well. The schedule finally put them across the field from one another. It's a dream matchup in many ways for a lot of people. An overflow crowd at New Pal for this one tonight. I had to park in the grass. That's how you know. It's a full house. This is Dragons senior quarterback Zach Neely, and here is New Pal's offense in a short explanation. They basically run the 2-minute drill the entire night. Charlie Spiegel, the big running back, marching them down the field. Neely would finish off this drive with the touchdown run, and New Pal had a 24-9 lead. That's because their defense was just as good as their offense tonight. CG been running the ball really well for a long time, and not tonight. Maxon Hooks sticks the tackle on Carson Steele in the backfield. The Trojans could not get going at all. Neely wasn't done. He would lead the Dragons to another score in the fourth quarter. Very impressive 31-9 win. Neely ran for 114, passed for 98. Spiegel scored the other two touchdowns as New Pal improves to 2-0. Out of Franklin Central, FC hosting Roncalli. Big crowd at this game tonight as well. Defensive battle in a scoreless first quarter. Mateo Hodge, 32 and blue with the big hit. And then another one by the Flash's defense. Cruz Reed this time, although give Luke Dill some credit for Roncalli. Hang on to that one. FC, though, finally got the offense rolling in quarter number 2. Peyton McClendon picks up a dozen yards. First down into Roncalli territory. They would finish that one off in the end zone. Dylan Bishop with a nice pass to Bryce Durham. The tight end scores. Franklin Central a 14-7 win. They are home against Brownsburg, which should be a tough game next weekend. Back to Center Grove real quick. It's their first 0-2 start under Eric Moore. The Trojans host Carmel. Then after that, they play Ben Davis and North Central. It's a tough schedule ahead, Dave.
Don't worry about Center Grove. I'm not going to worry about those guys. Thanks. What a night for football. Sure, the calendar says August, but the temperature is saying October. Perfect night for our Friday Football Frenzy Flylights tonight. Pilot Tony Scott with the honors. Skycam 6. First stop, Westfield hosting 5A number 3 Decatur Central. We got some points for the Rocks to start the game. The kicker is Alex Bales, 47 yards out, but DC outscores them from there. Hawks win 35-21 as they improve to 2-0. To Hamilton Southeastern, the Royals hosting North Central. NC ranked 10th in 6A this week. The Panthers took the lead midway through the second quarter and were able to add to that after that. North Central wins at 31-13, 2-0 start, back-to-back seasons for Kevin O'Shea, the head coach. And one more tonight, the Fishers. The Tigers had it rocking, hosting Pike tonight. Red Devils in the white unis, ball in the 5, little read option. Jason Graves with the keeper. 5-yard score. Jason also threw for 1. Fishers H.L. Lewis, 20 carries, 172 yards, 3 touchdowns. Fishers wins it 31-14. Both teams now 1-1 to start the season. A lot of fun tonight in this week 2 of Friday Football Frenzy.